What's up, my friends? I'm back with a video on the new moon coming up in Capricorn on the 12th, 13th, depending on where you are in the world. The new moon is going to be at 23 degrees Capricorn. So, my friends, this is all about letting go of the past, basically. We want to start new. New moons are about new intentions, new beginnings, like a reset, like hitting the reset button. So with this new moon, we're closing out 2020. And we all know that 2020 was a very difficult year. But 21 is going to be a challenge for a lot of people. I mean, as a collective, it's going to be a challenge. For individual people, it's going to be more challenging in a lot of ways for certain people. That's where you'd want to get your chart read so you could, see more or know more information, which I do that. So if you want your chart read, you send me a private message in my email and we'll take care of that. So, this new moon is basically like saying, cut all the ties from the past because they don't serve you anymore. They are not doing anything for you. Stop dwelling in the past. Don't make the same decisions that you used to. If you're in a toxic relationship, you need to get out of it. If you're at a job that you absolutely hate, find another job first and then, put in your notice. Because you have to create the life that you want to live. And sometimes I do realize that's very difficult depending on where you live, what you got going on. There's so many things that go with that, and I completely realize that. But, I've been like advising people over the last year to really get yourself together and get yourself in a comfortable position to navigate your life into the future, because the future is now. The future is right now all the time. If you're living in the present moment, the future is always right now. And, dwelling in the old is not going to serve you anything at all. It's not going to help you at all. So this new moon is almost like, this new moon is, what are you focusing your energy on? Is it in your sights, in your what you want to achieve out of life? Is it in your is it in your long-term goals? Is it, what is the ultimate thing that you want to achieve in this life, and what are you doing about it? How are you going about doing this? What are you focusing on? That is where you got to know how to go forward. Because if you're focusing, like, let's just say that you want to get a promotion at your job and you want to be, I don't know, the superintendent. But, every week you kind of leave early. You, may miss a day here, miss a day there. You give the task to other people when you're supposed to do it. Things like that. That's not energetically working toward that goal. You're kind of just, you're half in, you're half out. But if you switch that energy and you don't, lay out of work, and you show up and you do the work and you're putting in that energetically, then those things are going to pay off for you. Even like in an old relationship, if you've been in a toxic relationship and it's just not working, or you're not happy, they're not happy, but you don't want to leave each other because it's, maybe you've been together a long time, or, you're like, well, what am I going to do now? Or if you live together and you've, created a life together and one of you have to leave that life, that's a lot of big decisions, and they're hard. But you have to ask yourself, is this relationship what you want in your future? Are you building it together? Because, people say relationships are hard, but I think when two people are doing what they're supposed to be doing in a relationship, having an open mind, being able to communicate, not having these expectations in their mind of what the other person should or shouldn't do. And I think it all comes down to like a mutual respect. And, how do you see yourself in that relationship? Or what are you doing in that relationship? So those are the things you really need to think about, because right now Venus is making a really good aspect with Uranus. And so this is going to, if you are in a relationship, maybe it might bring out some, odd request. Maybe, something they want to try. Maybe a new experiment of some sort. So if that happens, you just go with it. Just do it. No, don't do nothing dangerous or nothing that's going to hurt somebody or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is like a fun, flirty, love, whatever. Always do that. But don't do anything that's going to put anybody in jeopardy or anybody in harm's way or hurt anybody in any way. I would never recommend that. So, if you're not married or in a relationship, maybe you're going to meet somebody in a new circle, like a new platform, like social media of some sort, or out at an outing, which I don't even think we have outings anymore because the world's so crazy. So, this is the age of technology, North Node and Gemini, all these things that we're moving into, age of Aquarius, we're moving into. All this Aquarius, Jupiter in Aquarius, Saturn in Aquarius, Mercury's in Aquarius now. All this Aquarian energy is technology and advanced technological things in life. So, the future is technology. So, if you have a job in technology, probably going to fare out pretty well. If you have a job that, if technology can replace that job, like a robotics or some kind of advanced technology can replace your job, you might want to start thinking about that like 6 months ago, like now, if you didn't already. If you're in a service job where no one can do your job, like a robotics of some sort or like really high technology, then I would say you're probably in the safe zone. But never get comfortable. Don't ever get too comfortable. Always have a backup plan up here. Think about what you would do. So, what do we know about Uranus? Uranus is like the planet of sudden changes and electricity and, technology and, all of those things. It's what makes us unique. It's where we all have our uniqueness from. So, you're going to want to evaluate your desires and your wants. And, what makes you authentic? What makes you true to yourself? And, it's really an inner peace because, Uranus is like the need for freedom, the inner rebellion, if things are tough. So you definitely want to, look at the big picture of that. And, it's going to be about persistence in renewing your life and reevaluating your life and creating what you want to focus on, creating your own life. This whole new energy is a huge game changer for everybody in the world, not just individuals. And, on the 13th or the 14th, when Uranus goes direct, you better expect some major life events happening. I don't really put predictions out on social media except for in my papers, but I'm going to go ahead and say that, I've been seeing all this for about a year, and, I knew when we got to this having this Mars and Saturn energy, I'm going to go ahead and throw out there that we're probably going to see some military action this week. Something like we've never seen in a long time or ever. I don't know. I haven't been around a long time, but I've been around a while. But, being persistent in your own life and don't give up. Don't cave to fear, because fear has been this circulation, like this dark cloud of circulation over everyone. And you're going to have to stay strong. Stay within your power. Freedom is your birthright. What are you going to do for your own freedom? And I'm not saying march out here with crazy thoughts in your head or some, weaponry or something like that. I'm talking about, you gotta think about what freedom means to you and what you're going to do about it. Does that mean you're going to live your life and not cave to all the socialized fear that's going around? got to really think about this. You got to think about how you're going to go about navigating and, you know, finding your inner truth. So, you know, people are going to have some high emotions. There are going to be some power struggles, major power struggles. We're going to see a lot. I'm going to choose my words very carefully here. So read with me here, people. You know, like I said, we're going to see some type of military action, but we're also going to see a lot of changes within higher elite type people that are in power. You can kind of figure out what I'm talking about. I just don't want to have my videos taken down for, you know, because I'm not into all that. I'm just trying to spread love and compassion, my friends. But, you know, Saturn does rule. Saturn is the ruler of many things, including government and rules and restrictions and boundaries and, you know, things like that. You know, Mars is the planet of action and war. So when you put those together in a tight square, those bring out major life events, astrologically speaking. So, you know, people are going to be very, a lot of people are going to be very much in discord and unsure. And you're not going to get a whole lot of facts from social areas. So use your own intuition, my friends, and really think about the world, or just step away from it. That's what I do. I don't watch any news. I haven't watched news in a very long time. I don't even look at it on social media. I just go by it because it's such a negative, dark energy that, you know, when you get yourself into that, you're just playing into that darkness and that dark energy and that negative energy. So rise above that. Rise above, my friends. So take this new moon and set some new intentions for yourself. Think about your life and how you want it to look. And go for that. And, you know, you have the power to do your own life and restructure your own life. So do that. And I hope that everyone has a good week. Get prepared. And stay safe out there, my friends. I love you all, and I will see you next week.